ultimate flavor experience.
16 months in a row. Oh, yeah. I can never find music on here I want. Anyway. Nocturna, you traitor. Go back to Red Minus' stream. Scumbag. I know where your loyalties lie. It's okay. It's alright. I forgive you this one time. A Batman anime? No, I have not. Do you have a link for that? Is the world getting a little burnt out on Batman at this point? I think I'm sick. I think I've caught a cold. Oh, it's one of these where like they use the CG models. Is it the Japanese Joker? I don't know how I feel about this. It looks good, but it looks good and not good at the same time. Samurai Batman. Is this just a singular movie, or? Batman Ninja. Of course, there's a giant mech. Because that makes sense. Well, that's something, all right. Batman, Nocturno, how much Japanese do you know? Don't lie. Don't lie to me. You know more than you're letting on. I know it. Let me guess, you're gonna be like, this is like Nocturno's time in the brow right now. He's like, I know the words for thank you and cute girl. Thanks, Nocturno. Just as I expected. I know the word for Japanese schoolgirl. I feel so unprofessional with Red Midas' stream. His is all decked out. It's all every little nook and cranny is taken care of. This is like I have like the most ghetto art streams. It's embarrassing. I'm feeling a little self-conscious about it. Even Mick, like everyone takes this semi-seriously. Not me at all. I just hit broadcast and let the dice fall where they may. I know it's there, Nocturno. I know it. Maybe I should just watch Red Minus's stream as I stream. Since that's the only interesting thing going on right now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Hello. Where is he? Ah, there he is.
Totally average tap water. I think I'll be in the mood. So stick around as I drink fast. Just want to get a handle on this thing before I get totally distracted. I think we're almost there.
Yeah, don't get distracted. Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah, I like that worm. Yeah, it's turning me on. I love worms. I love them. Yeah. I'm watching Red Minus's stream. Lexi, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You psycho. Red Minus is animating a caterpillar worm thing.
Let the caterpillar drink protein shake. Hey, I got some protein shake that I really like lately. I'd like to give it a shout out.
What?
Protein shakes all the time.
What is it?
I'm trying to get shredded on the protein shake.
What is it?
But no, for real. I like the Vega Sport Protein.
You just woke up. I don't believe you.
Unlike the Vega,
You're a liar.
like peas and generic green vegetables, the protein powder actually is pretty good. I get the vanilla one. I'm gonna put a banana in there, a little almond milk, and the thing with the Vega is it's supposed to be vegan, which is in one way it doesn't really matter to me, one way or another. But just in case it matters to you.
All right, I'll stop. I'll stop spying on him. I'll stop. I don't want to bother him. You know, you're one to talk. I'm sick. I'm congested. I think I am. I think I'm getting sick. It started like yesterday morning. Not really that sick. I just have this. My throat is sore. So that's fun. That's a fun thing to always be dealing with. Coldies. I've tried coldies before, but that's annoying. These are the weirdest compilations. I hate vinegar. I hate it. Vinegar. I don't know how the hell vinegar ever became a thing. You know, I was just drawing his head, and then I just drew his body, and then I don't know why I added the rain. Honestly, I just threw. Something about him, just like, you know, he just looks like he should be standing in the rain, and there you go. I could draw another one. I don't know. Are there any other characters that would be fun to draw? I'm in trouble talking. Is this? Are you promoting your own music? Or what is this? I hate those those Star Wars creatures are pissing me off. I've never it's just I've never felt so cynical looking at some kind of movie character tie-in. Yeah, I mean, it just seems, I don't know, I just look at it and I'm like, they just forced them to put that in the movie. It's like we need to sell toys. We need $1 billion toy. And then they drew up 1,000 different versions and they picked that one. I mean, I guess that's what all movies are, essentially, but it doesn't stop me from doesn't stop from ruining my goddamn day. It dropped by $500. It just seems very volatile. See, like everyone who just invested yesterday just lost. See, I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll go up again, but it just seems, you know, even if you make money, even if you make some amount of money off it, it just seems like a very stressful way to live. Because if you're able to just buy some and then forget about it and not pay attention to it, and then one day you remember it and you cash out, oh, that's all good. But I don't know. I think a lot of people they just obsessively watch the price of Bitcoin, and it's like they're shortening their lifespan watching the price go up and down every single day. Bitcoin loses over a fifth of its value in less than 24 hours. Bitcoin slid to a low as $9,000. It hit an all-time high of $11,395 and dropped back down to $9,000. So it just lost over $2,000 in a day. So wait, then edged back up to 9,400. See, I just don't. I just don't get it. I get it. I just don't care. I just don't care. I just feel bad. I feel bad for the people that are like trying to stake their lives on this shit. I just don't think it's going to work out the way they're hoping. You're gambling, and most people who gamble lose. It's all like 2020 hindsight, though. Everyone's like kicking themselves. They're like, "Oh, why didn't I buy a Bitcoin in 2011? Why? I'm so stupid." You know, because it was a joke. It was a joke. Like nobody can tell how these things are gonna go. For every one thing like that, there's like 10,000 things that people lost the money on that they did invest in. So it's just, you know. Everyone thinks that, oh, if I just would have paid attention a little closer. No, it just isn't. You would have fucked that too. It doesn't work like that. Recommendations for what? Even so, I mean, wasn't there some Bitcoin bank that just sort of had people's money and then they just shut down and ran? So I mean, the whole thing just seems so skeevy to me. It just seems so untrustworthy. Am I crazy or what? He's flying with guitars. What are they? Are the guitars weapons or are they wings? Or what? What am I looking at? Nice drawing, Nocturno. I just don't get the reference. Does he defeat enemies with the power of rock and roll, or what's the deal? Did he acquire the Pirate King's powers? And then I love when like anime characters get mad. They get mad and their teeth turn to like zigzags. That's when you know they're mad. When they have shark teeth. I don't know. I guess I have no context for this scene. And his soul came out of his body holding the power of rock and roll, and now he's fighting a shark girl in the sky. You know what's funny about anime? Let's just talk about anime now. You know, they fight in the air for like an hour, and neither of them really... They can never actually fly. They just sort of jump, and then they're in the air for a solid hour somehow. What's that about? Just don't fucking get it. I mean, it's like stylistic, but it's so ridiculous. I can't. I don't understand what's happening here. Oh my god, wings just came out of this man's forehead. What is happening? A fucking bird. A bird just came out of this man's head. And everyone is rightfully shocked. Now there's cars floating. Oh, it's a dragon now. It's a dragon phoenix. And there's a hand. There's a floating hand, too. Nocturno, give me the rundown. What's the plot of this sinful show? I know I am. Well, you know, he advertises his streams. I don't. That's my defense. I don't tweet these things ever. They're like little precious secrets. Okay, all right. Red Minus is a sellout. He's a filthy sellout. I don't I don't even advertise my streams. I mean, let's be real. Like these art streams aren't the most entertaining things in the world. I mean, I'm not a good fake Twitch friend, and drawing frame by frame stuff like this isn't going to keep the children entertained. So, you know, I'm not surprised. It's not a lot of lulls here and everything for people to, you know. I'm not as closed-minded as some people might think, but yeah, I probably would hate a lot of stuff you watch. And you'd probably hate a lot of stuff I watch. You know, it just is what it is. You know, I don't think you'd want to sit there. I watch old ladies cook pies and bake bread during work. So, you know. Made in Abyss? Is that the name of it? See, not to throw you under the bus, Lexi, but I just feel like maybe this doesn't apply to you. All right, let me back that up. Maybe this doesn't really apply to you because you watch more than just anime. But like, there's so many people out there that just they love anime, but like that's all they watch. They don't know anything else in this universe. They don't watch TV shit. There's nothing with like a live action thing in their body. It's all just people shooting fucking lasers at each other. You know, well, I find baking interesting, even though I don't really do much myself. And no, your Chinese cartoons are absolutely gayer than what I watch, for sure. No doubt. No doubt there. You're watching entertainment for sexually repressed Japanese businessmen that marry their Nintendo DSs. So, and then I watch shit housewives watch. So, I don't know. I feel like the housewives versus the sexually murderous Japanese salarymen. I'll take the housewives. These people that watch anime, they're just a bunch of rapists, I think. They just want to rape. They just want to rape all day. Look. Not the people on my show. They just want to bake a wholesome meal for their family. They're not looking to rape schoolgirls. Well, what, in Japan? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. There's a lot of apparently. Yeah, well, I mean, you got a whole country of pervs over there. They're pervs. These Japanese women, they're gonna get their, they're gonna get their hands cut off if some other man touches them or whatever. So they gotta protect themselves. I feel like Japanese culture and like Muslim culture is very similar, but maybe the Japanese they're both ashamed. They both have like severe shame about stuff like that. But just the difference is the Japanese don't like cut their wives' heads off. They just sort of look at them with like the shame of 1,000 sons, and make the wife stand in the corner with their head down for like 3 weeks straight, and then they just kind of go back to normal, but they never forget about it. They forever your entire family is ashamed for the next 7 generations. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's madness. Madness. I wanted to see that fucking movie today, The Disaster Artist, and now I don't know if I feel like it now. I think it comes out. It comes out today, right? I thought it was out today. Let me just make sure. December 1st. Today's December 1st. Yep, there we are. There we are. No free ticket for me. Jeff, you know you get taxed more if you are overtly fat in Japan. I did not know that. It's a good policy. You get paid gold if you lose weight in the United. Well, maybe you should gain weight and then lose it. Electric retard. Something about, you know, I'm I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked a bird turd likes electric retard. It seems like it's right up your alley. It's like you're birds of a feather, you two. What the fuck? What do you even do in Maple Story again? Is that game still going? Maple Story. Ah. Only 7-year difference. The race to the bottom continues. Yeah. I think the sad part is, like, a lot of those people are the same person between us. So, it's probably like, it's a bunch of nocturnos. They're just watching both. Favorite Street Fighter character? I mean, I play Dhalsim mostly, but there's other characters I like that are, you know, I like some of the weirder characters. I like Q, Hugo. Hugo, he's a big retarded guy. Like me. He just has like a he's kind of just like an ugly like Andre the Giant character, but he has a fun animation. He animates in a fun way. Just he kind of like has Parkinson's. He kind of just jiggles around and stuff. I felt like, honestly, like, unpopular opinion, everyone, but, you know, I didn't think his 3D model was that bad. I mean, I feel like they captured I feel like they just captured the 2D sprite as well as they could. He pretty much moved the same. He had the same sort of body distortion. His arms and hands would get much bigger when he did his claps. Yeah, I mean, granted, the 2D sprite was better, but, you know, like the one thing, like, the third strike sprites always did really, really well that the 3D models never captured was, like, clothing and hair physics. Just the way Hugo's hair would fly around when he was animated. I mean, that shit was never matched. I mean, the Ken and Ryu's gis and stuff, like that stuff always looked amazing on Third Strike. It's just one day I want a Street Fighter where, like, I don't know, maybe the next one, maybe if they have one more in the budget for it, they'll finally get like cloth physics right, or have the computing power for them anyway. He was big. He was big. And then they made they made Abigail even bigger. Yeah, it's kind of funny when Hugo's model just broke everything in the game. They had to make all these weird busted rules, like fireballs passed through his head because when he was crouching, because he was just too fucking big. What else? Yeah, it's like you like his head didn't even have a head. His head didn't have a hitbox. You had to jump through the head. The fireballs went through the head. It's like it was like the head wasn't even there. I still remember. Man, it's so. I remember subscribing to fucking Nintendo Power Magazine, and I remember this article. It's clear as day. They had an article on Street Fighter 3 when it was first being made. And that was one of the things they showed in the article, the frame by frame of the fireball and the gi getting like blown back and it like spiking out from Ryu's back. I thought that shit was like the coolest thing ever. Even back then, I'm just like, man, this shit is off the hook. No, but I mean that was my like love of 2D animation was there. I was just like, man, they really are. This looks cool as shit. I can't wait to play it. Let me look it up. Let me see if there's even a picture of this. It would be funny if I could actually find the actual article. I like Zeke. I like them both. I just haven't had the time. I just don't have the fucking time to like learn all this stuff. Like Minat is kind of cool because she's kind of a mix of two characters I liked in 4. I mean, she's kind of a little bit Rose, a little bit Dowsum, but she also has the I guess what they call it is like a puppet character where she has like you can sort of control like a separate thing from the main character sprite, so that adds a lot of depth. And then Ziku is cool too. I just don't have the fucking time. I'm so busy. I just barely have time anymore for anything. Hugo or Abigail? I think Hugo is more fun than Abigail. Abigail has some fun aspects to him, but I just feel like a lot of Abigail's combos are just the same, like 1 or 2 combos over and over, and you're kind of. And he's kind of Abigail. He's got some janky animation. He might be one of the only new characters where he just so big. His body animation is awkward, just a little awkward to look at. It is funny. He's wearing car tires. He's so big. I mean, it's kind of silly, but yeah, like I agree with you. His normals are. They just don't look or feel right. There's something just. because I guess, you know, because it's Street Fighter, because you got to jab, you know, a medium and a fierce. You gotta fit these huge fucking arms into like a 3 or 4 frame jab somehow, and it just doesn't. He's just too big to look right. It's just. But with that said, like, Ziku is animated amazingly, Minot is animated amazingly. Almost every character in the game, you can tell like a lot of care when animating them. I think they even tried with Abigail, but they just couldn't quite pull it off. You know, I just you know, some of the character models aside, I do feel like the animators really did try. I wish the unwashed masses cared, you know, had an appreciation for animation as much as it deserves. You know, they're all playing Mortal Kombat X, it has just terrible animation. Even if it's not terrible, it has no personality. It doesn't. Street Fighter's always, you know, done animation well for the most part. Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for you. I think I would argue the story. I know, like, hardcore fighting game fans, and you know, I get why a lot of people are like, oh, no, why do you need a story? Who gives a shit? But I feel like the story modes are kind of necessary because, one, it gives like more casual players a reason to buy the game and play it. Like, most of these people are never gonna, like, a lot of people are just never gonna try an online match in their lives. Two, if it's well done, it makes people sort of, you know, feel, how do I describe it? Like, feel a connection to the player. People like having personality in their characters. You know, it's why, you know, that's how every gay fandom starts. Like, you know, you want people to sort of be invested in your characters. You don't, you know, you want them to be a balanced tool, but you'd also be nice to sort of think of more of them too. So I feel like both are kind of necessary. That's why ultimately Mortal Kombat does better, even though it's kind of worse at what it does. Because people like the characters. Hello. I mean, it's more popular on a casual level because, yeah, people just want to. I feel like one of the most unspoken things about fighting games are almost nobody actually learns how to play fighting games. So much time and effort, so much incredible time and effort goes into balancing fighting games and getting all the mechanics just right, but 95% of people that play them never even remotely learn them at all. They just want to mash through. you know, unlock things. They want to unlock costumes, see the story, beat up their friends. Neither of them never has any idea what they're fucking doing. I mean, honestly, like, how many people bought Tekken 7 and even remotely understood that game? I would argue almost nobody. I mean, am I wrong? It just seems like almost nobody, it's crazy, like, the amount of people that buy some fighting games and never even remotely understand them or learn them. I mean, I agree with you. I tried, yeah. And Corey never learned anything about the game, and that's fine. I'm just saying, it was just another case of, and he knows as much, I know as much as he does, but, like, my point is, Tekken requires like real effort and studying and looking up obscure articles and everything else to really get good at the game. And Corey, you know, he kind of just did what most people do. He played it for a weekend, he unlocked some things, and he was done with it. It's like, almost nobody who buys Tekken understands it. Me included. You know, it's too much. It's just, it's like learning a fucking real, you know, martial art somehow, except it's a crappy video game with awkward, janky animation. There's so much depth, but I don't feel like it's satisfying depth. Yeah, no, I watch Tekken videos. I listen, you know, like that one guy, Eris, his YouTube channel, I watch his stuff just out of curiosity. He goes over, like, these obscure Tekken strategies and, you know, like how to cancel things into wave dashes, and it's stuff that almost nobody will ever care about or learn. And I just feel Tekken itself is dated, and the only people that are really trying to get good at Tekken are people that are playing, like, Tekken that started on Tekken 1 to Tekken 3. Like, newer people today aren't even trying to learn Tekken. No, he's a really funny guy. But I think he's got this, I just don't see eye to eye with him with his love of fucking Tekken, of all things. Tekken, people bust on, like, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's graphics, but I feel like Tekken is way uglier than that game. Every character in that game just has, like, this soulless, I don't know, Tekken just, it's like shiny and pretty, but dead and lifeless too. There's like a sheen on, like, a dead body. I don't know how else to put it. You look at these characters, they're like, they got, like, the newest lighting models, and they got some shiny clothes on, but they still have, like, this, they're like a high-res PS2 model. There's just this lifeless, horrible look on their face. I don't know. I find Tekken really unappealing to look at. Almost any... King of Fighters 14 looks a million times more appealing than Tekken. That game looks... almost anything. Almost any other 3D game looks... I mean... I just hate Tekken. I just hate it. Even Capcom games from, like, the PS1 era, like, anyone remember, like, Star Gladiator? All those games, they were, you know, they were polygonal as fuck, but, you know, they had character and personality. Yeah, no, it's Infinite, it's not that much better. It's kind of sad what happened to that game. It's like, man, I don't know. Marvel just ripped this. I blame Marvel. I feel like they ripped the soul out of that game. They're like, listen, we want it to look like this mobile game we have. We want all our games to look consistent. Star Gladiator was fucking cool. I don't care what anyone says. That game was awesome. I'm gonna look that up. I love that game. It had a cool logo, cool characters. I think, and even the character was in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, right? Forget what his name was. Hayato, or whatever, however you say it. I don't know. I just love Capcom character designs, at least from that era. Anyways, what's your fighting game, Sloth? What's your fighting game of choice right now, Sloth? What are you into? You seem hardcore enough. I'm the coolest. I'm the coolest kid on the block. I don't know. I just remember all these games. I don't know. All these games that just stood out to me. Yeah, I had Samurai Showdown. I forget if it was 1 or 2. I had that on my 3DO. That was fun. Even that game played really well for the most part. I've never played Guilty Gear in my life, so I can't even comment on that. I know people swear up and down Guilty Gear is a great game, and maybe it is. I never try. No, I kind of just intentionally veer away from a lot of fighting games because I just don't have. I feel like for me to enjoy a fighting game, for most people, you feel like you have to have some level of understanding to play it, and I just don't have 1,000 hours to put into it. Thank you, Lexi. I appreciate it. Yes. These fucking guys. Man, I'm so tired of frame by frame animation. How does Corey do it? Ugh. Yeah, I would part of me wants to make a fighting game, but it would have to be, you know, I would want to make a simpler fighting game. Something that just doesn't feel like a street, you know, too many. It's frustrating to me that the people out there that are passionate enough to make fighting games, like indie fighting games, all they want to do is make like an inferior version of Street Fighter or Smash Brothers. Like or Marvel vs. Capcom. That's all they. You know, of course they have like their own little quirks and mechanics, but they're all heavily based off those games. I really feel like for the fighting game, the fighting games to sort of take off again, I just feel like there needs to be something out there new that is a little more just accessible. Different is some kind of combat mechanics that are accessible. You know, you can have your depth and all that. That's great, but something that's just very easy to sort of understand on a very surface level. Like, you know, I wouldn't say I hate Smash Brothers, but like the same general idea as Smash Brothers, but not fucking Smash Brothers. I don't want characters being knocked off stages and blasted off the side of the screen. I'm so tired of that. I'm so fucking tired of people making that game. Everyone plays Smash Brothers for the characters anyway, and then these people, they make Smash Brothers with characters nobody cares about, and then nobody plays it, and then they're like, why doesn't anyone care? Because people want to play their favorite Nintendo game characters, that's why. Is Lethal League? Lethal League looks fun. I want to buy that. I remember watching the first time they streamed Lethal League at one of those. I don't know what fighting game tournament it was, but they had. That's one of my favorite things to watch is when they what was it like? I don't know if it was like CEO. Maybe it was CEO. But they had like a tournament of non-fighting games for fighting game players. They had like this random game. They had this random game selection. They were playing everything from like some kind of versus Mario game, and then Lethal League came up, and that was really fun to watch. That was really. Let me see if I can find that. But then they made a sequel, and I don't know. Maybe this is it. Nah, that's not it. Yeah, I don't remember. There's another game oh, here. Oh, yeah, it's like mystery game. Yeah, hold on. Here it is. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's somewhere in here. It's like they had this mystery game tournament, but they just play random shit in a row. Nobody knew what game was coming up next. I think Lethal League starts around like the middle somewhere, 13 or 14 minute mark.
This game is hype. What? This is the hypest game I've ever seen. Green is going in right now. Let's go. Yo, bounce. Let's go. Green wall ball. Yeah. Intense wall ball.
It's just funny seeing them, watching them figure it out for the first time. They didn't even know what the hell was going on. They didn't know they could hit the balls back. This reminded me too of this one fighting game tournament where they actually played Rose Bowl. I don't know if Rose Ball. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's in Street Fighter 4. Both characters would pick Rose, and then they'd just reflect a projectile back and forth as long as they could. The projectile would get faster and faster, kind of like Lethal League, and the first person to get hit by it lost. So that was fun to watch. Just a goofy side game. There's one other game like this that I played like 2 years ago, and I don't know what the hell happened to it. I played it at the Behemoth offices. They had like an early copy of it. But it's almost, I wouldn't call it a fighting game, but it's like a versus action game. But I thought it's stupid simple, but really fun to play with friends. But let me see if I can find it again. Oh, I can never remember the name of this fucking game. It's called like Arena Kings or Arena something. I always have to spend like a million years searching for it. I can never remember the name of it. It's like an overhead view, and you're playing like colored people running around with weapons, but they're all sort of they're red, blue, green, or yellow. And you just play in an arena, and you can throw your weapons, but instead of hitting a wall, if they go off the left side of the screen, they come in on the right, or if like they throw it up, it comes in from the bottom. So it's hard to always judge where these weapons are going to be flying in from. So you can kill yourself a lot of the time accidentally.
Oh my god! That was ridiculous.
I just want to... I can never... I'm always forgetting the name of it.
This looks really hard to dodge.
Arena 4-player game. It's definitely not Nidhogg. It's definitely not that. It's a different... I don't think it was ever released.
That was so sick! Oh, it backfired completely. Because he got himself killed.
Now I'm stuck trying to remember this goddamn game again. But we really got to get a copy of this if I can find it.
Whoa, nice turn. Oh, he hit the box. I just noticed he hit the box. Wow. Yo, you can hit the bat when you're dead. Exactly. We hit that ball beat. See that? Yeah, dude.
Nidhogg looks... It's hilarious. I don't know what the hell. I don't know. Did that game do well? Alright, I'll bring my fight sticks. I'll bring my fight stick. I only have one. I only have one PS4 stick, so... I don't know if Corey's gonna buy it on the PS4 or his PC, but
72! That shit was way too fast. There was no way. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Zero. I think trying to make it a real match. Oh, yeah. Trying to get it there. So when you come in invincible, you should just like take a kind of swing at the ball.
I'm so pissed off. I can never find this. Ugh. See, now I'm just ground to a halt.
What? I thought he hit
All my work is ground to a halt.
Oh my god. They do a short range straight. They just press the buttons and actually wow. Get your bag. Oh, this time he wins.
I think I saved it somewhere. Saved it under favorites.
36. Oh, he hits himself.
History.
After Hank only focus on hitting the bat away. Oh.
Favorites.
Oh, right in the face. Hit the back. Oh, he messed up. He's the weight. He's the weight. There you go. Back. He was getting ready. He got it. Wow, he's going for back. Wow. Wow, why did you jump? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Oh! Super content to just let him kill himself.
Oh well, I don't know. I can't remember it. I use a smoothing setting of 40. Right here, 40. So that's what most people I know use. With that said, you can still sort of, use the smoothing button to smooth things out. Are you actually trying to use Flash, Bird Dirt, or what do you?
That was amazing. See how fast we can get the ball. 72 right now. Oh man, we got 20. We're gonna take the next whack. We're gonna risk it. It's so scared. Oh, and hey, there's still 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Zero takes the chance. Oh my god. What the hell? He ran right in front of me. I don't understand. There you go. Oh, Spark. He needs one more. Stay away.
I'll never find this game again. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna go. I guess I gotta go take care of some stuff and blah blah blah. So how long do I give a TV show? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends on like word of mouth versus, I don't know. If it has good word of mouth, I'll get at least a few episodes. If it's I've never heard of it, maybe just one episode. I don't know. All right, goodbye. Goodbye forever. Goodbye. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some caricature drawings this weekend or something. I don't know. Anyway. Later. Go watch Red Minus. Okay, bye.